Hey, welcome to the Square Spiral Garden. We just got home from running errands and the bees are going crazy for these flowers. It's amazing. I'm gonna turn into Eddie Izzard here. It's covered in bees. Covered in bees. We have a cold snap coming this week. I'm wondering if they can sense that and they're like, oh no, we have to get all the work done. But mostly I think it's just big yellow flowers. The orange flowers too, they pull in all these little guys. But I don't see any bees on the asters. Well, now, there's one now. The white asters over here, the wild ones, they seem to be all right. We've got yellow aster in the garden, the disease. But these wild asters, I think they're pretty strong. So, this is my supposed entryway into the garden. And I love the idea of having a trellis here. I love the idea. But the fact is, I'm 5'5" and I can't get into the garden, because this is eye level right here, without brushing against these vines. And you can see this is not really a trellis, it's just a bar that goes up and over. Bar that goes up and over. It's a shepherd's hook is what they call it. And of course the vines don't completely follow it, which seems all right. It just needs to be, it's like 6 or 6.5 feet, and it really needs to be like 8 feet. So I either need to just undo this and not have it, or I need to move it somewhere that I don't walk under, which I was thinking, I could just move it 90 degrees, boop, and put it there. I'm not growing anything here. This is sort of just a wild corner with all these wild asters. That would give the iris here more sunlight, which would be good. These flowers, I'm going to be dividing those anyway, the Maximilian sunflowers. The cosmos you just have to pull up. There's nothing else you can do. The cosmos will seed everywhere. These seeds are very successful. They have a wonderful germination rate. I've had to pull them out of my driveway here, and it's a little insane. I cannot walk through that. A lot of times there's a spider web, which I don't mind spiders, but I don't want to ruin their webs. They're beneficial, and I don't want to disturb them. It's very handy having this grapevine here, because I eat these leaves when they're younger and not looking weird. There's a kitten on my foot. Oh no, we must pet the kitten. We must get a kitty. We must pet a kitty, Mariposa. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, buzz. Mariposa. Your eyes are the color of the grass. Oh, back to what I was saying. Hey, look, mist flowers. So yeah, this has got to come down. The other thing is that the weight of it is too much for these hooks. They lean. So it would be taller, but then they lean. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. The big thing now to do is to use a cattle panel, and that'll give you about an 8-foot arch. This is 6 foot or 6.5, so 8 foot would do it. And that also gives you a lot more depth. So you'd have, I think, a 4 foot deep tunnel. Oh, the clouds are really pretty. Yes, I have attention deficit disorder, can you tell? I have done nothing in the garden. Here's the wee pond. You're looking at it from the other side. Well, I did put in a couple of compost pits, but that's about it. We did have, see, this is how I've been getting into the garden since I cleared out this place. Now, this was pretty crowded a while back, but now that was there. Mama Dory had this as the end of the original flower bed. This is the original flower bed right next to the driveway, parking area, and it went along. It was like an L shape. Well, I guess more like that. So it went along here and then along the house. And so the border of it was about the same size as the border of the current garden because it was, you know, it was that much to mow. So I just took the border and brought it out here. Anyway, that's a little history. Yeah, I put in a compost pit here because this guy, I pulled the, well, I missed some. This is my hazelnut, and I picked the hazelnuts earlier this week, but they're ridiculous. They're smaller than marbles. This is his first year producing, and we've had a drought. So I'm thinking he needs more food. I think this tree did the best it could, but like, that's the hazelnut in there. It's wee tiny. I dropped one. Oh well. There's another hazelnut there, and the other one down at the other end. So in a couple years, we'll start getting nuts from these two as well. And that one's been covered in catkins, so we might get hazelnuts from him next year. He had hazelnuts this year. He had catkins this year, but no fruit. So going outside the garden, that is, am I pointing at it correctly? That's my pear tree right there. And I had a pear over there, but it passed. Let's walk past the drought-stricken elderberry. He's doing okay, and he's got leaves, but. So I did have a pear tree over here that got eaten up by a wild grapevine. Grew all over it. I didn't get out here to save it. And this is what happens. You don't save it, it gets killed. Mostly what I do in this is just try to cut down these Chinese princess trees. And they're extremely pernicious. They just keep coming back. This used to be a lovely flower bed. Full of exotic daylilies, very fancy daylilies. There's one right there. I tried planting some beautyberry here. I think that's one of them there. But I don't get out. I mean, this is the problem when you get excited about gardening and you think, oh, I can do all these wonderful things. But if I had, 80 hours a week to work on it, this would be gorgeous. And it will be someday. So look at this. Some of the daylilies have done all right this year. Another problem I've got here is there is some poison ivy growing in there. So I'm a little cautious about it. I don't see any at the moment. Someday I'm going to restore this and it will be gorgeous. I love daylilies and I'm looking forward to when that happens. But we had to fell that tree. It's not a useful wood because it's extremely soft. It's only been down for, I think, 2 years, and you can see it's already hollowed out. So it's just kind of going back to the earth at this time. Hey, look, now we're on the other side of the square spiral garden. Oh, good, some of the 4 o'clocks made it. So another thing that I've been working on is is perpetuating some fig trees, which all you have to do is put them in water. And I will tell you, the advice you're given is to choose the smaller, slenderer, younger branches, and they are correct. The one that I got that was the smallest rooted first. The others are starting to root though, so that's good. Check out the asparagus. We might actually get a plate of asparagus next year. Look at this. Look at that guy. He's so cute. So here in Tennessee, autumn has become sort of a second spring for a lot of plants because summer is so harsh here that it turns into its own kind of winter. All right, let's see if we can make it through here. What is this? What is that? Doesn't smell like anything, but it's pretty. All right. Hey, the tomato didn't die. Yeah, I think I saw that last week. It also did not fruit. So the season of the greens is back. These guys have started growing. I think I'm going to put some over here this winter and give this bed over here a rest. Oh, this is nice. The amaranth actually fruited. It was just a little tiny thing. What are you doing? And it looks like the deer came back again. This guy's not dead. It's not looking good. I don't know. I'm guessing I should just pull all of these out. This is the Jerusalem artichokes. I think I just need to pull all of them out. You have to destroy the roots as well. Once the plants are dead, they can't pass on the disease. So that's the good thing. That's the yellow aster. These guys, the Jerusalem artichokes, are actually called sunchokes also. And they are in the aster family. Well, it looks like that the deer have also discovered my dock, my curly dock. Been chewing on my curly dock. Yep. All right. Gosh, this place is a mess. I still love it, but it sure is a mess. Yeah, look at these guys. I have a friend at work who's like, "Can I have some?" I was like, "Yes." All right, so here's my crazy, crazy garden. And my crazy kitten, who's no longer a kitten. She's 13 months old now. I bought her cat food. I have to start switching her over to cat food. Hey, if nothing else, we've got rosemary. Woo. All right, be well, y'all.